That's that deadly.
Player one.
I can make them put their hands to the ceiling. I can make you disperse cash for the feeling. Give it up. I ain't focused on nothing but cash peeling. Yeah, these niggas ain't on shit. They need to kill it. I'm geeky as fuck. Sleep in the building. Really bout it. Big dog on campus. Yeah, I'm building. Checking for the chicken. Early morning kitchen. Ziploc ripping. Children of the corn. We ain't asking for permission. Long nights, hard work, all dedication. Even my bitch anxious, sparking up cause we impatient. Falling out with niggas, the more I'm on paper chasing. In my own zone, speedway and I'm private planing. Yeah, nah, I ain't complaining, just won't settle for that basic. Know the times changing, fuck getting it how these hoes gave it. Yeah, fuck niggas do fuck shit, that's how they play it. Yeah, sometimes all you got is your roots and your foundations. Turn it up a level, turn it up a notch. I was in the days when I got the guap. I was with my niggas swerving, bending blocks. 3 in the morning, but the grinding never stops. Turn it up a level, turn it up a notch. I was making plays in the parking lot. I was with my twin, we was ducking cops. Hard to trust the bitch, she gon' give me God.
What's good? What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy KM Lucci. You are here back with the KM Lucci actions on the KM Lucci channel. You're looking on tuning in and tapping in with your boy. Make sure if you haven't already to subscribe and click the bell so you see every time I drop some new shit. I got some heat coming for y'all today. Right now we got Larussell making a comment that he probably gonna regret. You know what I'm saying? It's been a couple days. He had a performance, his backyard, world famous backyard performance, and he kind of tried to send a message through his song. He tried to captivate. You know what I'm saying? But it kind of went sour. It went the wrong way. So just tune in. I know you seen the thumbnail. You feel me? I know you seen the thumbnail. So yeah, just tune in real quick. All right, y'all. So we here with LaRussell about to go ahead and probably get canceled. Make sure y'all tune in. You feel me?
Russell just made the dumbest mistake of his career. Quite frankly, I don't know how anybody or why anybody will voluntarily choose to do something like this, but he did, and is causing him a lot of trouble. Now, the mistake was actually done at one of his backyard shows.
Y'all, I had to skip that. I hate that shit.
In the app and using code FLACO to get $10 on your first deposit.
I made this record and I sent it off to my engineer, and he calls me. He said, man, you probably shouldn't put this out. I said, why? What the hell happened? He said, you talking about Epstein, there's a lot of shit going on. And I said, thank you for calling me. I'm finna drop this. That's exactly why we need it. Because everybody sit and be silent. And the goal of an artist is to express the times and say all the things that nobody else want to say or know how to say. I'm not perfect, and neither is the president. Was guilty.
Hey, hold on. I see this shirt from the 619. That's in San Diego. Shout out Dago. Southeast.
Than a nigga hiding evidence. You can't be mad that they heated if you don't let them vent. Even the devil was heaven sent. Even Malcolm was heaven sent. Even Martin was heaven sent. Even Kanye was heaven sent.
Facts.
We all heaven sent. Donald too. We all heaven sent.
Here we go.
Epstein too. We all heaven sent. Adolf.
And this is where you cut the music. You say, what the fuck were you thinking, LaRussell? What the fuck were you thinking? Look at everybody in the background.
We all heaven sent. Adolf too. We all heaven sent.
Everybody like, this nigga tripping.
The angry black man
This nigga tripping.
in me has a major issue with you just mentioning Malcolm X in the same breath as Epstein. But
That's crazy work, bro. That's crazy work. He tripping. That's crazy work.
Understandable what we think he meant. He's a Christian. So he probably means that we were all sent from heaven. But heaven sent already has a definition, and that's the problem here. Heaven sent means you are a blessing. You are heaven sent. You were sent by heaven, right? At a very opportune time to be a solution for something.
Right. I always understood heaven sent to be like something like you were sent from an angel. You were sent from God. You know, you were sent from heaven because you was very positive. It's a very positive impact. You feel me? Nothing to do with negativity.
That's what heaven sent means. So if you're using a word that already has a definition, heaven sent, which is a blessing,
Like I know you know that Keisha Cole. Remember that Keisha Cole? Sent from heaven. That's you remember that slapper?
then you kind of have to explain how was Epstein a blessing? How exactly was Adolf a blessing? Right? What did their presence bless? What was they sent for? What was the opportune time they
Hey, look, I'm not with the killing of people and the mass murders and stuff. Not with that none of the mass murdering and all that, but did y'all ever see the you gotta tune in if you haven't. They got like a video of AI translating Hitler's speech. He had like some speech about Mein Kampf, I think. I think that's called Mein Kampf or something. It's like a book that he wrote, which led to his his era, his reign. But yeah, man, check that out. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but check it out if you haven't already.
was sent to fix. That's the issue here. Now, obviously, if you want to be bad faith, you can say Larussell was praising Epstein and Adolf. I don't think that's the case. Like that's absurd. All right. I don't think Larussell has this secret infinity for Epstein and Adolf. I think Larussell meant as a Christian, we were all we all started in heaven at some point.
We're all God's children, is what he was trying to say. That was the message. The message is loud and clear. He would it would take a rookie or like a person looking for negativity. That was the bait right there for sure, for sure. That was the bait. But nah, man, he to be honest with you, I think LaRussell yeah, he just um he's freshly signed to Rock Nation, and I think he's in this wave of all attention is good attention. So controversy. You know what I'm saying? It sells, and that's what he's put himself into the world of is controversy. So yeah, he made a vulgar statement about Lil Wayne. You know, they chopped that and clipped that up. You know what I'm saying, to go throw stones at him about what he said about Lil Wayne. You know, the whole interview though, he was talking. He said Lil Wayne was his favorite artist back then, and he spoke highly of Lil Wayne, but he made those comments, and that's what they clipped up and took from it. And I believe it's bait. I believe that it's planned, executed properly from him. As he mentioned, Kanye West was heaven sent, right? So I feel like that's somebody that he looks up to as far as in this hip hop game. And so that was a shout out, but also I feel like he's kind of going in that same lane, trying to become the next big thing that Jay Z has signed. You know what I'm saying? The next big name associated with Jay Z.
But words mean something. And if you did a poor job communicating what you meant, then it's up to you to come and take accountability and clarify. But LaRussell is refusing to do so. And people are on social media calling him out and they want him burned at a stake. This is
You gotta have him react. He gotta get all the engagement before he could answer. You know what I'm saying? You want to peak your numbers.
the reaction has been, they want LaRussell to be publicly disciplined. LaRussell has been public enemy number one ever since that Lil Wayne comment, but this video kind of took things over the edge. People really hate him now. One person says nothing can mentally prepare you for how bad this is. Somebody says your engineer was right, dog. Showed this to girlfriend, and she said, "I'm so serious, Christina. You cannot let this become a vocal stim. I ain't gonna lie, fam. You start rapping to me, Epstein is heavy sent on a beautiful day in California. After I paid money to see you, there will be some commotion because we definitely not doing any of this at all."
Yeah, he was in Dago for sure. And I'm already knowing Dago, they don't want to hear none of that. They will let you know straight up if it's garbage or if it's good. Dago is one of the hardest places. Let me tell you something about San Diego. San Diego is one of the hardest places to build a name or to build a buzz and get something going. It's one of the hardest places, bro. Just because everybody is a hustler out there, right? Everybody is smart. There's a lot of smart people in San Diego. That's one thing that they don't get credit for is the brains that they got out there. There's a gang of smart people in San Diego. Tech. sports medicine, books, politics. They are a mini LA, and I know that they probably don't like being compared to LA, but they are. They are another. They make Southern California another section of just themselves. You feel me? But they don't want to hear that shit. I'm gonna tell you straight up. And there's a very strong community out there in Southeast, especially with this black culture. And he probably had everybody. I'm just knowing he had people in there like, what the fuck did he just say? Put their drinks down or everything. What did he just say?
That's exactly what I think. Somebody said, listen to your engineer. Okay. See, yo, yo, confessing he signed on Rock Nation was the first mistake. Going at Wayne was the second mistake. This to me is like 3 strikes and you're out. Somebody says, yo, boy signed to Jay-Z and is calling Epstein Heavensent a month later. Can't make this ish up, man. Why did you just call Epstein and Adolf Heavensent? Why the F did you just do that? What the F does Heavensent mean to you? That's the point. It felt like Larussell didn't quite understand what Heavensent means, so he used it inappropriately. And I feel like because he's linked to Jay-Z and Rock Nation, people don't want to be charitable with Larussell. I like Larussell, right? Like I like him out.
Never take any love that I have for Larussell's music or any love that I have for his art away. Like, period. I don't know him as a person, so I couldn't say anything of love for him as a person. But as far as his music and his art and what he stands for in his music, that couldn't take nothing away from me wanting to hear him.
Feel me? Like I like his music. I think Larussell is an overall good guy. So I'm being charitable because I think I understand what he meant. The Christian in him means everybody came from heaven, everybody came from God. Now, LaRussell will start off being like very defiant. Like LaRussell would refuse to apologize. He will call people haters. But after a few days of reflecting, he's finally back on his social media to explain the situation.
Good morning, America. Hey,
All right, so let's hear what he got to say about it. Let's hear Larussell's take on it, because I ain't gonna cap. I do want to hear what he got to say about it.
the past few days, I've been working, so I ain't got to really like be on social media. I cut I schedule it, and I post, and I get into the world. The homies briefed me yesterday on all the outrage.
He be trying to throw in them side comments real quick, like I have a life.
And my first thought was, ain't that slow. But I go and look, and that's slow. Just listen to the music. Like, it's no way hear that clip and they like, you support Epstein. When the world be in despair, sometimes you need realization. And I realization
Shit, in no way, shape, or form sounded like he was supporting him.
for
They gonna twist and turn it for any way possible, but he fed that though. That's the bait. He fed that and they bit on it.
me through this song was like, damn, the same God who created Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, who did so many great things, is the same God that created Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, who did so many evil things. And it's crazy the range of what a human life is capable of. It's capable of changing the world and detrimenting the world. That's the purpose of the song. That's my realization of like, damn, this is all.
It's the meat and potatoes. That's the bigger picture, and what he was saying is like, yeah, I like that message too, though. It's just very vulgar. You feel me? It's something that's going like people don't want to hear that nigga name. You feel me? They don't want to hear his name. But cause to be honest with you, people tripping over Epstein more than they is about you saying Adolf. You know what I'm saying? They tripping off the Epstein. It's like, bro, they don't hear you say his name. You feel me? That's Lord Voldemort right now. You know what I'm saying? He who shall not be named. Hold on.
From the same.
And you did it in Dago. That's another that like I don't know if he understands because he's from Northern California. California is so huge. For those that never been to California or not from California, California is so huge, bro. There is 3 sections. You feel me? You got Northern California, you got Central California, you got Southern California, and we don't know nobody from either. You from Southern California, you be in Southern California. You from Central, you stay in Central. You be in Northern or kind of Central kind of mess with Northern California too, more so than they do be going to Southern California. You know what I'm saying? But it just gets different. The more up you go, it gets different. The more lower you go, it gets different. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, just so with saying that, you know, he's from Northern California. I don't know if he knows how Southern California, the San how Diego get down, how San Diego get down, but it's just not that ain't the place for that. You know what I'm saying? It's not the place for that. It's very metropolitan out there, and everybody is really outside. So, you know, if you never been, you'll never know.
Place and look which way it can go when somebody is misguided, when somebody doesn't have all the tools, when somebody just chooses to use their life in a negligent way. And it's insane for me to take that and be like, you support Epstein. Like, you is weird. Like, if you want to know where I stand, go look at my life.
That's the point. Not everybody who came across that tweet, Larussell, knows who you are. And it's not their responsibility to do a full deep dive research on your life story and who you are.
But that he right, but he's right, but he's not right. You feel me? Like it's kind of far fetched because like um he he's well known. He been doing this for years and been popping for years. So like him getting signed to Rock Nation, um, I don't see who it really made him stand out to more so than overseas or something. You know what I'm saying? Because like he's well known and very he got a very integrated fan base. You feel me? His shit is very mixed up. There's white people that know about him, black people, Mexican, natives that know about him. I was on the res and Select, there's some natives that be bumping Larussell. So like he's well known. He's well known. I think it's the controversy that sells, bro, and this is a part of it. You feel me? He's in that field now.
Before they make a conclusion on what came out of your mouth, right? Is your responsibility, is your job to articulate it right the first time, especially if you're putting it in the atmosphere to be judged and critiqued and watched. And now I understand you.
Especially with like him just getting signed when he admitted he signed to Rock Nation. That one shook the whole world up, right? Everybody was tripping. Then he had another incident with Lil Wayne, right? The Lil Wayne incident, his comments on Lil Wayne wasn't rapping about shit when he was rapping. Oh man, that blew up, right? This one, people definitely know have gotten wind and word of who Russell is for shit show if they hadn't already by 2025.
Because I know who you are. I understand you because I'm familiar with you. But if somebody is coming across this and and their first impression of LaRussell is he's an Epstein sympathizer, what does that look like for you?
I think this will really it'll really be people that seen him before and just don't know how to put a name on it, they can't put a name on it, but he looks familiar. This is that incident that's gonna make them remember his fucking name. Like you feel me? This is the incident that's Larussell. Now they can put the face to the name. You feel me?
Go listen
The attention grabber.
to my music. Go see what I do in my community. Go speak to somebody who actually know me. Be for real. It's so crazy how fast it go from black boy fly to get back in line. Y'all want to to be constricted and restricted so bad, and I'm never not gonna be free. I'm never not gonna be free of my speech and free of my thought and free of my art. Artists and comedians is the niggas who's supposed to express the times and what's going on and communicate it in a way that's like, man,
Sir.
this is what came to me. Y'all
Sir.
love to create enemies and try to bash anybody who has an opposing thought to how you feel. I ain't got to show up how you want me to show up. This for me and my people and my base who
Niggas ain't coming to see you, Otis.
resonate and connect. Everybody else can suck my.
LaRussell is wildly successful doing things his way, so I can't tell him not to do things his way. However, if I was to give him advice, LaRussell, you're known as like the brand friendly, super hyped up, super friendly, super nice guy. You coming across as combative, you coming across as vicious, as mean, is probably not the route you want to take, especially in a situation where people are already trying to paint you a certain way. In a situation, bro, all you really got to say, hey, man, I meant it this way. Maybe I could have articulated it better. I'll do better in the future. Taking this approach, hey, man, if you guys misinterpret it, hey, you misinterpreted, hey, man, suck my D. If you, nah, bro, this is not the route you want to take, man. It's not. especially when you were wrong in a situation. You were wrong. Heaven sent means something. Heaven sent has a definition, and you used it like definitionally incorrect, and people took you as if you said it literally, right? That's not
That was the goal, though.
their fault. That's your fault. You did a very poor job at executing it. But Larussell refused to take accountability, and he kind of takes a combative route and go at people, which, yo, you didn't build your brand off of negativity.
And it's niggas who don't do a quarter, a tenth of what I do. You niggas
Kanye West didn't build his brand off of negativity either, though. That's what you got to remember. Once they reach a certain level, it's that controversy is gonna keep their career going. You gotta evolve with your stuff, man. Cause like Kanye, he was hard, but his message was always positive. He had Jesus Walks playing in clubs, but he first stepped out when he Hurricane Katrina. He had that thing on MTV with Mike Myers when MTV was doing the whole donate to the Hurricane Katrina victims and stuff. Um, he had that moment in that skit where he was like, George Bush does not like black people. That was Kanye's first outbreak, and after that, nigga, the world dude, boom, by storm, by storm. Kanye that crazy billionaire now. Kanye's that crazy billionaire now.
benefiting off shit done. What you do besides talk on the net? Even you haven't sent with your dumb ass. Shout out to my people who know, who been here since do that little dance, who been here since swooping crackers, who know what's up with me.
His marketing is and his marketing is incredible. Anybody watching this that's new and don't know nothing about Russell, they got some songs to look up from his beginning of his career. And it's gonna flood it's gonna flood the algorithm with all his music. Every time they look up something now on the side, suggested videos, you're gonna see a lot of Russell now.
Do that little dance, who been here since soup and crackers, who know what's up with me. And shout out to our new niggas who just been waiting for a reason to hate a nigga. You know, that'll take the truth. Me saying Jeffrey Epstein is Heavensent is the truth. God made him too. A lot of you niggas be so religious and so spiritual and so
Oh, you hit me. That nigga hit me in the lip.
righteous, but this what you do with your time and your effort. Hey, don't be free as no artist. Don't say whatever message is delivered to you. Don't
Wherever he's walking is very, very nice neighborhood. Very nice. Look at that tree. Look at this tree. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this lawn. Oh my goodness, the bushes. Yeah, definitely 700,000 plus real estate value. Oh my goodness. Nice
write what come
neighborhood.
to you. Don't share what you
Look like the Jumanji neighborhood, the original Jumanji, not the Kevin Hart and the Rock one, the original one. Uh Robin Williams. Look like that Jumanji neighborhood. That's why I say every time I see a good ass neighborhood, this shit remind me of Jumanji. Little boy had the little monkey tail, tripping, turning his head.
think about the world. You know how
Like David Allen Greer in a cop car and shit. That look like good ass neighborhood.
stupid that sound. Y'all insane. You niggas become masters so fast. Boy, you better watch your mouth. Boy, you better watch what you do. It's even retarded in there like, man, you be at schools around kids. Yeah, changing their life and helping them become something and giving them journeys and careers and an example of what they could be.
He does.
What you be doing for them?
I love how Larussell treats the kids. Actually, I'm a big fan of how he does. That's what turned me on to his shows. Actually, his music was always hard, but watching somebody perform is very different. And his backyard performances are dope as shit. His live performances, his little coffee cafe gigs and stuff like that is dope because he be having kids out there, and he pushes them to chase their dreams. You see me. You like my music? Yeah, here, you grab the microphone. You spit my verse. You feel me? And it's really dope to see kids break out of their shell, their shy shell, and experience something for the first time. It's pretty dope.
Your kids don't even like you. You niggas just like to be triggered. And anything could trigger y'all. Anything could move y'all. The simplest thing, just hearing something, could move you and get y'all to rally against a nigga who in his community giving back. A nigga who buying out grocery stores. A nigga taking kids to get shoes and get clothes. A nigga who buying out restaurants. who helping out the homeless.
If you start bringing things you do for other people up when you're getting canceled, then it doesn't look like you're doing things for people with a good heart. It looks like you're only doing it to bring it up, right? You're only doing it for PR. You're only doing it, right, to save face. That's what it looks like, right? Because if you already doing it and it's on camera and it's out there, then let people say, nah, man, Larussell ain't this. He hasn't. But when you're bringing it up, it comes across as tacky. I don't know, it's tacky. And it's too much explanation. This is a 5-minute video like Larussell dropped explaining why he's not like Epstein, why he's not a pedo, when we already know this, right? I knew it was looking dark for Larussell when Van Lathan and Rachel Lindsay had a problem with what Larussell said. Because Van Lathan and Rachel Lindsay is Larussell target audience. Like, these are the niggas Larussell make music for. So if they is on you, this is bad.
That's the
Because of his favorite critics.
kind of thing that I was trying to understand. What I did understand is he does not know the definition of heaven sent.
Right. Well, this is a thing. So he did come out and
He politely just roasted my
a
dogs.
couple of weeks ago, and there's never anything in a vacuum. Some of the hate that Larussell is getting right now, and guys, there is no two ways about it.
Yeah.
This was a breathtaking unforced error from Larussell. But if we're trying to put Adolf Hitler and Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump in the same sentence with Martin Luther King Jr., we got to go a little deeper.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we understand, like you said, heaven sent means something that happened, it comes from heaven.
It's like a blessing. It's like a
blessing.
miracle.
Right.
So
It's crazy. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, Heavensent. When I always heard of it, it always meant something like, sent from above, like something like a gift. Yeah, like a blessing, like something positive, a positive energy, just positive vibes. It's like, and you haven't sent. Somebody just came through or something. Like you're an angel. You know what I mean? That's what I always got from it.
Now,
that's
if,
not what.
if
That's
you
not who
say
people
that
are.
Jeffrey Epstein was a blessing,
Ah.
brother, we need the equation. You got to show
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if
You lost me.
you're
gotta-
saying came
you gotta,
created from God, like if that's what you're trying to mean, you need a better explanation from it, and then you need to explain that that's
Well, listen to the whole song. That's another thing too. Niggas ain't even listen to the whole song that he performed or the whole verse or whatever.
that they're hellbound. You
Well,
know, if
no,
you
This is all you gotta remember. This is all the first 15 seconds of that nigga performing this song. That's not even we ain't even heard the beat drop.
not even that, because I'm not even with all of that who going to hell shit. That's a thing that's happening in hip hop, because even Larussell did that.
my
I'm not with
point
that.
being is that there's a good and an evil, and if you're using a heaven, right?
Hey, Larussell actually a mastermind with that. We over here right now commentating on what he said within the first 15 seconds of his song, bro. We don't even know how the beat dropped.
The reason I'm saying hell is because
Yeah.
you use heaven.
Message. I think controversy do win a little bit more than the just regular tip.
So if you're using a heaven, then the other part of it is hell. This is a good. It's good versus evil. That's the only reason I said hellbound.
Well,
So
I
I'm like,
mean-
if that's what you're trying to say, then maybe this is where you should have gone with it.
This is something that artists try to do a lot as well. They, we've heard this before.
That was Van Lathan and Rachel Lindsay of the Higher Learning, but that's a fact, right? That's an absolute fact. Is one, all he had to do was just clarify and move on. Now, again, the people who want to hate you, they will continue to hate you, but the people who are neutral and the people who want to understand it, they will get the understanding. But not holding yourself accountable, just coming out as just angry and just combative. It's just this is not the Larussell we know, and it's not on brand, But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think
It's that twist. That's that
about
twist.
this? Do y'all believe Larussell meant to praise Epstein and Adolf, or do you guys feel like
I think we all kind of got the message on that one. For real, bro. What's it called? That shit crazy. Larussell got us vibing off of something that he said in the first 15 seconds of his song. We don't even know how the beat dropped, and niggas is reacting on it, commentating on it, blasted on Twitter, bro. Yeah, I think he just proved to me that controversy sells a lot more than just coming with a regular approach. shit show. I mean, that's crazy to me. I think we know. I think we know it's obvious, right? What you guys think in the comments? I don't think you guys. I think you guys know it's obvious. He wasn't praising Jeffrey Epstein. I think he was going with the controversy thing. But what y'all think in the comments, man? Like, how y'all feel about that? You think the internet is just baited off of just controversy now? You think that's what the game is all about? Because you got to remember, man, Larussell, he's not even a gangster rapper. So, and that's really what's selling as far as in hip hop right now in the urban culture, all this drill music or the trap music and shit. If it's got to do with pimping, selling drugs, killing oppositions, gang banging, then it's gonna sell. It's gonna hit for 1 million, right? Whereas this conscious rap or this more more knowledgeable rap, it takes a second to kind of get off unless you already got a popping name or something. Like you gotta have that a hit. You know what I'm saying? A hit like on some MC Hammer level, like just to get some conscious shit going into the masses, onto the mainstream. Like so, I mean, how y'all feel about that? How you guys feel about that? What does that say about our future, bro? You know, um, he not a gangster rapper, so he got to get his controversy off of talking about Epstein and stuff. It's just the world's getting to a real dark place, I think, man, and I think the vibrations need to. It's kind of unfortunate when you see the outcome of saying something vulgar. Um, yeah, man, y'all stay tuned in and tapped in. I gotta take care of Santaya because she over here waking up off my loud voice. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all showing the love. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Click the bell so you see every time I drop some new shit. Be out.